8th Standard Social Science, Political Science, Chapter 22 Democracy. Fill in the blanks with the suitable words. The word democracy is derived from dash and dash words, demos and cracia. The minimum age to vote in India is dash years, 18 years. The elections conducted once in 5 years in a routine manner is termed as dash elections, general elections. The institution that conducts election to local bodies is State Election Commission. Answer the following questions briefly. What are the advantages of democracy? It protects the rights and independence of the people through an independent judiciary. It is based on the principle of equality. It provides an opportunity to people to involve themselves in decision making and framing laws. People elect representatives and the government of their choice. Decisions are taken after debate and discussion. Decisions are based upon public opinion. Opposition checks the misuse of power by the government through debates, discussion, criticism, review, and protest. The fundamental rights provide an opportunity for the development of the personality of an individual. It brings about a peaceful change of government through elections and thus reduces the danger of revolution. Democracy develops nationalism, patriotism, respect to the people, and creates unity in the midst of diversity. How is direct democracy different from indirect democracy? Direct democracy. In direct democracy, the people directly participate in electing their government, making policies and laws for their own progress and development. In indirect democracy, the people elect their representatives through periodical elections and send them to legislative bodies. This system was practiced in ancient Greece and presently practiced in Switzerland. Indirect democracy is most suitable in bigger nations like India, USA, and such other nations. The system of direct democracy can be practiced only in countries of small size and population. The system of indirect democracy can be practiced only in countries of big size and population. What is universal adult franchise? In India, voting right is provided to all the people aged 18 and above, regardless of caste qualification, creed, religion, language, and gender. It is known as universal adult franchise. List out the essential factors for the success of democracy. People should have an urge to protect democracy. People must always be vigilant. Tolerance is one of the basic qualities needed for the success of democracy. They must work with the spirit of give and take. The success of democracy depends upon good leadership. The leaders must have the ability to understand the problems of the common man. They must possess qualities of service, patriotism, and spirit of sacrifice. Efficient opposition party keeps the government alert, it checks the ruling party from becoming dictatorial. Well informed and educated electorate contribute to the success of democracy. Success of democracy depends upon the role of people. People must compulsory compulsorily vote during the election. People must be free from corrupt practices. The people must elect efficient and non corrupt representatives who can solve their problems. Free, fearless, and unbiased press contributes to the success of democracy. Well organized, efficient, and responsible local bodies strengthen democracy. Why an efficient opposition party is essential factor in the democracy? Opposition party checks the misuse of power by the government through debates, discussion, criticism, review and protest. Mention the merits of democracy. Democracy is based on the consent of the people. It is people's government. It is representative government where people elect their representatives and they make laws. It is based on the principle of universal adult franchise. Elections are held at regular intervals in a free and fair manner. Citizens enjoy fundamental rights, hence, there is scope for individual dependent. The government is responsible to the people. People have the right to change and challenge the government with peaceful and constitutional method. Rule of law principle that all citizens are equal in the eyes of law is followed in this government. The powers of government are limited by the constitutional provisions. It recognizes political parties and entrusts special responsibility on the opposition party. It upholds the sense of dignity in the common man. Why are the periodical elections necessary in democracy? Elections are important in the democratic setup. Elections are held at periodical intervals. In India, elections are conducted once in 5 years, but this period varies from country to country. Elections conducted once in 5 years on routine is called general election. If the elections are conducted to fulfill the vacant seats within the stipulated term of 5 years, such elections are called by elections. The success of democracy depends on the voters discuss. The success of democracy depends upon the role of the people. People must compulsorily vote during the election. People must be free from corrupt practices. The people must elect efficient and non corrupt representatives who can solve their problems.